we gather to reflect on a powerful narrative, one that speaks to the heart of our shared human experience. It's a story of a woman, a solitary figure navigating the complexities of life, without the embrace of friendship to guide her. Imagine her standing at the crossroads of ambition and vulnerability. The world around her buzzes with connections, laughter shared, hands clasped in support. Yet, in her solitude, she finds herself questioning the very fabric of companionship. What does it mean to walk this path alone? What strength does she possess that remains unrecognized by those who do not see her struggle? This woman, resilient in her isolation, is a testament to the power of self-discovery. She learns to rely on her own voice, to forge her own identity in a landscape that often overlooks the quiet. In the absence of friends, she becomes her own confidant, her own ally. Each step she takes is a testament to her courage, an affirmation that solitude does not equate to weakness. Let us not romanticize this loneliness. It bears weight and ache that can linger in the quiet moments of reflection. It teaches her the harsh truths of life, the fleeting nature of connection, the vulnerability of the human heart. But through this, she also discovers resilience, a fierce, unyielding spirit that no external validation can diminish. In her journey, she learns that true friendship starts within. It's a bond with oneself, cultivated through understanding, compassion, and acceptance. She transforms her solitude into strength, harnessing the power of her thoughts and dreams. For in her experience, we find echoes of our own struggles and triumphs. She reminds us that while friendships may be scarce, the most profound relationship we can nurture is the one with ourselves. The journey of a woman without friends often leads to profound moments of self-discovery. In the absence of companionship, she finds herself confronting the complexities of her identity in a way that is both challenging and illuminating. This solitude, while initially daunting, becomes a catalyst for growth. It forces her to look inward, exploring her thoughts, values, and beliefs without the influence or distraction of others. As she navigates this path, she learns to listen to her own voice and experience that many overlook in the hustle of social interactions. Without friends to define her or reflect her identity, she begins to question who she truly is. This introspection reveals layers of her personality that may have remained hidden in the presence of others. She discovers passions, strengths, and desires that are authentically hers, rather than those shaped by peer pressure or societal expectations. The process of self-discovery is not without its struggles. It often involves grappling with insecurities and doubts that can arise in solitude. Through this confrontation, she develops resilience. Each challenge becomes an opportunity for growth, allowing her to build a foundation of self-acceptance and self-love. She learns that vulnerability, often perceived as weakness, is actually a source of strength. It enables her to embrace her imperfections and recognize her humanity. In moments of reflection, she may find herself contemplating her past relationships and the reasons they faded. This reflection isn't merely about loss, it's about understanding the dynamics of connection and what she truly values in relationships. Through this lens, she gains clarity about what she seeks in future friendships, setting standards that honor her self-worth. Solitude provides her the space to cultivate new interests and hobbies that may have been sidelined in a busy social life. She delves into books, art, or physical activities, discovering talents and passions that bring her joy and fulfillment. These pursuits not only enrich her life but also help her forge a stronger sense of self, independent of others' perceptions. The woman realizes that solitude does not mean loneliness. It becomes a sanctuary for her spirit, where she can explore her thoughts freely and embrace her individuality. This newfound independence shapes her into a more authentic version of herself, one that is confident and self-reliant. The process of self-discovery in the absence of friends empowers her to redefine what companionship means. She learns that true connection starts within, and that nurturing her relationship with herself lays the groundwork for healthier, more meaningful connections with others in the future. Through this journey, she emerges not only as a solitary figure, but as a beacon of strength and authenticity, ready to engage with the world on her own terms. The theme of resilience in solitude highlights the remarkable strength that can arise when a woman finds herself without friends. In this space of isolation, she is faced with the challenge of navigating life's ups and downs without the immediate support system that many take for granted. This experience forces her to confront her fears and vulnerabilities head-on, fostering an inner strength that is often unrecognized until it is needed. Solitude can feel like an overwhelming burden. The absence of companionship may evoke feelings of loneliness and self-doubt. However, as time passes, she begins to understand that this isolation provides a unique opportunity for growth. With no distractions from social obligations or the expectations of others, she can reflect deeply on her life's purpose and direction. This self-reflection leads her to confront her inner thoughts, desires, and fears, which cultivates a sense of resilience. As she learns to face her challenges alone, she discovers the power of self-reliance. Whether it's dealing with personal setbacks or navigating daily obstacles, each experience teaches her that she has the ability to persevere. This resilience manifests in various ways. She develops problem-solving skills, learns to set boundaries, and finds innovative solutions to her challenges. Each small victory reinforces her belief in her capabilities, making her more determined and self-sufficient. Solitude allows her to cultivate a stronger emotional fortitude. Without the influence of friends who might offer differing perspectives or judgments, she becomes more attuned to her own feelings. This emotional awareness helps her process pain and disappointment, enabling her to emerge from difficult experiences with newfound clarity and strength. She learns that it's okay to feel vulnerable. Acknowledging her emotions becomes a stepping stone to healing and personal growth. She also becomes her own advocate. She learns to trust her instincts and make decisions based on her values and aspirations rather than seeking external validation. This shift empowers her to pursue goals that resonate with her true self, leading to a more fulfilling life. The resilience she develops in solitude transforms her perspective on life and relationships. While she may start her journey feeling isolated, she ends it with a profound understanding of her inner strength. This newfound resilience equips her to engage with the world differently, ready to build connections on her own terms, grounded in the knowledge that she is capable and whole, regardless of her social circumstances. The weight of loneliness is a profound and often heavy experience, particularly for a woman navigating life without friends. This solitude can evoke a deep sense of isolation, where the absence of companionship amplifies feelings of disconnection from the world. The emotional toll of loneliness is not just a fleeting feeling. It can permeate every aspect of her life, affecting her mental health, self-esteem, and overall well-being. The lack of social interaction may lead to moments of despair. She might find herself questioning her worth and longing for the connections that seem so effortless for others. Social gatherings, filled with laughter and camaraderie, can serve as painful reminders of her solitude, leaving her feeling even more isolated. In these moments, the mind can become a breeding ground for negative thoughts, as self-doubt and insecurity creep in, clouding her perception of herself and her place in the world. The experience of loneliness is complex. While it brings challenges, it also provides an opportunity for introspection. As she grapples with her feelings, she begins to confront the deeper reasons for her isolation. Is it a choice she has made, or is it the result of circumstances beyond her control? This questioning can lead to a clearer understanding of her desires and the types of relationships she truly values. In this way, loneliness can serve as a catalyst for personal growth. The emotional weight can feel overwhelming at times. It is essential for her to acknowledge and validate her feelings rather than dismiss them. Engaging in self-compassion becomes crucial. She learns to treat herself with the same kindness she would offer a friend in need. This practice helps to mitigate the harsh inner dialogue that often accompanies loneliness, fostering a healthier mindset. The experience of loneliness can drive her to seek connections in unconventional ways. She may find herself exploring new activities or interests that lead her to meet new people, thereby transforming her solitude into an opportunity for growth and exploration. This proactive approach can gradually diminish the weight of her loneliness, replacing it with a sense of agency and empowerment. While loneliness can be a heavy burden, it also offers valuable lessons. It teaches her about the importance of self-reflection, self-compassion, and the significance of authentic connections. Through this journey, she learns that loneliness, though challenging, can lead to greater self-awareness and a renewed appreciation for the relationships she will cultivate in the future. In the journey of a woman navigating life without friends, the theme of self-compassion and identity emerges as a powerful and transformative force. When stripped of the external validation that friendships often provide, she is compelled to turn inward, confronting her own beliefs and emotions. This process can be both liberating and daunting, as she learns to cultivate a relationship with herself that is nurturing and accepting. Self-compassion becomes a crucial element in her development. Instead of allowing self-criticism to take hold, she begins to practice kindness towards herself, especially during moments of struggle. This practice involves acknowledging her feelings of loneliness and the pain that comes with it, rather than brushing them aside. By validating her emotions, she creates a safe space for healing and growth. This shift in perspective is transformative. She learns that it is okay to feel vulnerable, and that experiencing loneliness does not diminish her worth as an individual. As she embraces self-compassion, she starts to understand her identity in a more profound way. Without the influence of friends to shape her image, she can explore who she truly is, beyond societal expectations or peer pressure. This exploration may lead her to rediscover passions and interests that resonate deeply with her core self. She may engage in creative pursuits, dive into new hobbies, or simply spend time reflecting on her values and beliefs. Each of these activities contributes to a richer understanding of her identity, allowing her to define herself on her own terms. Through this process, she also learns the importance of setting boundaries. As she reflects on past relationships, she gains clarity on what she values in friendships. This newfound awareness enables her to recognize toxic dynamics or superficial connections that do not serve her well. In doing so, she sets standards for future interactions, ensuring that any relationship she chooses to cultivate aligns with her authentic self. Self-compassion fosters resilience. As she learns to treat herself with kindness, she develops a stronger emotional foundation. This foundation empowers her to face life's challenges with grace and determination. Instead of relying on others for reassurance, she becomes her own source of strength, approaching difficulties with confidence and clarity. The journey of self-compassion and identity leads her to a place of empowerment. She emerges from her solitude not only with a deeper understanding of herself, but also with the confidence to seek meaningful connections in the future. This journey transforms her loneliness into a powerful narrative of growth, self-acceptance, and resilience, reinforcing the idea that true companionship begins within. The importance of inner dialogue is a vital aspect of a woman's experience when navigating life without friends. In moments of solitude, her thoughts become a constant companion, shaping her perceptions, emotions, and overall sense of self. This internal conversation can either uplift or undermine her, making it essential for her to cultivate a positive and constructive inner dialogue. At first, without the presence of friends to provide external feedback or support, she may find her thoughts veering toward negativity. Self-doubt and critical reflections can easily dominate her mind, amplifying feelings of loneliness and inadequacy. These harsh internal voices can lead to a cycle of negative thinking that exacerbates her emotional struggles. It is during this time that she realizes the power of her inner dialogue, how her thoughts can influence her mood, motivation, and self-image. Recognizing the impact of her inner voice, she begins to consciously shift her perspective. She learns the importance of self-talk, the language she uses when thinking about herself and her circumstances. By practicing positive affirmations and encouraging thoughts, she gradually reframes her narrative. Instead of saying, "I am alone," she learns to say, "I am capable of creating my own happiness." This shift allows her to view her solitude not as a burden, but as an opportunity for personal growth and exploration. Engaging in mindfulness and reflection further enhances her ability to cultivate a healthier inner dialogue. Through practices such as journaling or meditation, she creates space to explore her thoughts and emotions in a non-judgmental manner. This process helps her to identify recurring negative patterns and challenge them. By becoming an observer of her thoughts rather than a participant, she gains clarity and insight into her emotional landscape. As she continues to nurture her inner dialogue, she also learns the importance of self-compassion. When negative thoughts arise, instead of reacting with harsh criticism, she responds with understanding and kindness. This self-compassion allows her to embrace her flaws and vulnerabilities, reinforcing her belief that imperfection is part of being human. Over time, this practice fosters resilience, enabling her to bounce back from setbacks with renewed strength. A positive inner dialogue helps her set and pursue goals that align with her true self. With a supportive internal voice, she feels empowered to take risks, explore new interests, and step outside her comfort zone. This newfound confidence transforms her solitude into a platform for personal achievement. The importance of inner dialogue in her life becomes a cornerstone of her journey. By mastering the art of self-talk, she not only enhances her self-awareness and emotional well-being, but also lays the groundwork for healthier relationships in the future. In learning to communicate positively with herself, she discovers that the most profound connection she can cultivate is the one with her own heart and mind. The experience of loneliness can serve as a poignant reminder of the importance of building connections with others. For a woman navigating life without friends, the realization of this need often emerges gradually, rooted in the depths of her solitude. As she confronts the emotional challenges of isolation, she becomes increasingly aware of the value of authentic relationships and the comfort that companionship can bring. Loneliness can feel overwhelming, prompting her to reflect on her past relationships and the circumstances that led to her current situation. This introspection helps her recognize patterns in her interactions, including the qualities she values in friendships. It also highlights the need for mutual support and understanding, elements that are essential for any meaningful connection. Through this lens, she begins to see the necessity of forging relationships that uplift and inspire her rather than those that drain her energy. As she processes her feelings, she is motivated to step out of her comfort zone and seek new opportunities for connection. This might involve joining community groups, pursuing hobbies, or attending events where like-minded individuals gather. In these spaces, she learns to embrace vulnerability, understanding that forming new relationships often requires taking risks. Each encounter, whether successful or not, teaches her something valuable about herself and what she seeks in friendships. The journey to build connections is not solely about finding friends, it's also about fostering a sense of community. She begins to appreciate the beauty of shared experiences, whether through a casual conversation with a stranger or engaging in group activities. These interactions help her realize that companionship can take many forms and that connections can be found in unexpected places. This shift in perspective empowers her to open her heart to new possibilities. As she actively seeks relationships, she also learns the importance of reciprocity. She discovers that friendships thrive on mutual support and understanding. By offering her own support to others, she cultivates an environment of trust and compassion, which invites deeper connections. This newfound approach not only enriches her life but also helps her navigate the complexities of human interaction with greater confidence. Her journey highlights the significance of connection in combating loneliness. While she initially experienced solitude as a burden, it becomes a catalyst for personal growth and transformation. As she builds meaningful relationships, she learns that companionship is not just about having friends, it's about creating bonds that nourish her spirit and enhance her life. Through this process, she emerges with a deeper appreciation for the connections she cultivates, equipped to navigate the world with a renewed sense of hope and belonging. The journey of a woman navigating life without friends reveals powerful insights about resilience, self-compassion, and the vital importance of connection. Through her solitude, she discovers her inner strength and learns to embrace her identity, ultimately empowering herself to seek meaningful relationships. This process highlights that while loneliness can be challenging, it also offers opportunities for growth and self-awareness. Thank you for engaging with this exploration. Your attention to these themes enriches our understanding of the complexities of human connection and the strength found in our individual journeys.